So welcome to this special session on FMS form filling. Most of the form that you need to fill is absolutely going to be simple. I think if anyone is looking for what is it that they want to do, it's going to be on the SOP. The rest of it is very similar to every other form that you guys have done. So let me take you through straight away the essentials of FMS form filling. Now, before that, let me also tell you a couple of things. I want you to go back to looking at what is your possible percentile. Go to careerlauncher.com/cat, where we have given you the chance to figure out what could be your percentile. Typically, a 98.5 plus percentile would give you at least a call. 50% this year. Typically, it's always been 70%, but 50% weightage is given to CAT scores. So in that sense, a person with a 99 plus or a chance of getting a 99 plus percentile will have a much better chance of getting into an FMS kind of things because of the number of seats also than, let's say, a person who's in the border. Having said that, like I always maintain, and you would want to, I would say it's in your good interest to believe this, that if you get a call, you have enough chances, given that there is 30% for PI, the WAT, GD of course will not be there this year, and extempore, etc. kind of things, that you have enough and more chance to kind of make it to the final admission call letter. And that's the reason why I'm saying err on the wrong side. It's okay. Let's say somebody's predicted percentile is not really 98.5, it's only 97.8. Now, there are two ways of looking at it. If you're a general category student, I would say, okay, if the scores are also very low, skip it, you can save the money. But it's in the border, 98 plus, go ahead and apply. 99 plus, definitely apply. Worst case, you will lose only that amount of money. Best case, you are probably going into the interview of arguably the best ROI college in this country. The return on investment in FMS is probably the best in the country in that sense of the word. So therefore, don't miss out on that is what I would say. So with that, let's quickly look at what are the FMS, what are the key things that anybody needs to look at it as far as FMS is concerned. FMS, by the way, is in DU, a beautiful college. Of course, compared to the IIMs, it looks slightly smaller for a lot of people, but don't worry about it, guys. At the end of the day, it's one of the oldest institutes in the country, oldest MBA schools in the country, and has amazing alumni which who have passed out of these portals. Various things that I'm going to very, very quickly take you through. All of you should know this. I'm not even going to waste my time on this. You need to verify your email, you upload basic requirements, passport size photograph, signature, work experience certificate, and a caste certificate if you need, because there are OBC, SC, ST, EWS categories available for your, and PWD categories available for your FMS. It's also a university college, and therefore all those things will matter. The application form is very straightforward and simple. You pay the application form straight up, and then you go straight into, these are now become very, very standardized ones. All of them are using the same standardized ones. The registration number of your CAT has to be given because FMS takes CAT. It's a, please choose MBA full-time. Then your application name, email ID, mobile number, date of birth, gender, I'm sure you know what it is, of course. And rest of it, the marital status, father's name, mother's name, occupation, all of these things, please fill it up. Country, state, district, city, address, permanent address is the same as correspondence. I really don't think you need my help or anybody else's help in this. If you need somebody's help like this, then something is wrong with you wanted to do an MBA. Sorry, I'm being very critical, but yes, you will definitely need help in the SOP. We'll look at it. Make sure the 10th. Now, this is one question a lot of people ask. Very importantly, the FMS Institute, look at what in case of CGPA, please fill the aggregate percentage using the conversion rule of your board university. So, unlike a CAT, here you can go ahead and give what your board or university says. For example, CBSE takes only the top best of 5. or a best of 4 of ICSE takes whatever. Take the best of 4, best of 5, etc. as per your board and put it across there. In fact, if you have 90 plus in there, you will get 20 on 20 for your 10th and 12th, frankly speaking. So please keep that in mind. So don't worry about it. Then university graduation. As of now, they are not taking the marks for university graduation for shortlisting. That can also come in. And if you have a PG, of course, you need to put it on PG. Please give the details. Now, any other courses that you know. Now, somebody will ask, do you, sir, I did a digital marketing course in Google. Should I write it here? My answer to that is, frankly, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't write it ideally, but people will write it. If you notice what is given there at the top, they are clearly saying, hey, if you have any other professional courses like CA, CS, ICWA, CFA kind of things, rather than a Google digital marketing kind of a course. So therefore, I would say, please don't write it. If you still want to write it, I mean, it's not going to be negative. That's all I can say. So don't come back and ask, sir, should I write? I've written this course certification from XYZ. If you want to write it, write it. But typically, what FMS is looking for is a professional degree. If you have work experience, of course, that's kind of most of it really finishes your answer. If you have work experience, start from the latest. In case of the work experience, for example, the calculation should be for 1st April 2021. So in fact, the best thing about, unlike IIFT and others, the FMS form is far more clearer. You don't have to worry about it. You need to take your calculation till the 1st of April 2021. Now, somebody comes back and says, sir, what if I have quit on 31st of December? Yaar, till December 31st, jitna hai, wo likh dena. Simple solutions to complex problems. And of course, you will finally put up the exactly what else you want to say about this experience. Is there anything managerial in it? Definitely put it across is what I would say. Now, if you don't have anything managerial in it, what will you do? I think you'll just leave it. Big deal. Write down all the points that you have to write about your KRAs or the KPAs or the work that you really do. Here is what I come down to, the reason why most of you would be really looking at this particular session. Otherwise, this session doesn't make sense, because I really don't think that anybody needs any session for actually filling up a silly, simple form. But I'm having said that, what should I write in the statement of purpose? Please note something very important. What they have given you is very simple. They have said, hey guys, you need to write it in 100 words. 100 words. If you take, just think about it. If one sentence is about 10 words, 8 to 10 words, 100 words will be 10 sentences. If you have 10 sentences, how do you write 10 sentences, which will kind of capture everything that you want to say? So don't write anything and everything. Write the most important thing between any 2 points, and that is what will help. Similarly, when you talk about extracurricular, I'll come back to this statement of purpose in a moment. I'll come back to this in the next slide once again, but let me finish this one first. Extracurricular activities, ECA. What do you do now? What you have done in the past in your school, college, engineering, degree, whatever that may be, on outside engineering, outside your degree also for that matter, some of you would be taking up some extra activities. Please put that extracurricular activities. It could be teaching also. It could be helping in a NGO also. That's also kind of an extracurricular activity. Go ahead and write down this. Once again, here I said 100 words. 100 words. Can you put them into 3-4 areas? Extracurricular activities, I would put it sports, cultural activities, organizational activities, any kind of a organizational post that you have picked up. See, organization activities is about doing something. Here, taking up a post like a prefect of a school or captain of a house or a PGP representative, you can become one, or whatever else, the school or a president of an association, whatever that is. So coming back to ECA, sports, culture, it could be anything: drama, dramatics, music, art, anything that you can think of in cultural activities. Very clearly what I'm telling you once again: sports activities, all kinds of sports, including games, which is chess, carom, etc. kind of things. Third, any post that you have held, if there is one. Any organizational activities that you have picked up, need not be in sports or culture or etc. And the last one, any NGO, any extra work that you've done, including teaching for that matter, to a 10th class kid, 8th class kid, 7th class kid, whatever you might have. 5 different areas. Can you pick these 5 up areas? And that is professional and personal. So make sure that you can put it up. Now, that's like 20 words for each one, if you have any. If you don't have any, elaborate whatever you have. You have participated in debates, elocution competitions, the model UN, MUN as they call it, kind of things, whatever. Make sure that there are less than 100 words. Now, the next one, list of academic honors, prize, scholarship, and other awards. Obviously, if you have, let's say, first rank in everything, and you can prove it through a certification, IMO, International Mathematics Olympiad, or Physics Olympiad, or Science Olympiad, or Language Olympiad, IEO, International English Olympiad, or whatever that may be, or NTSC, or any other academic achievements, both in school or college, can be put here. Now somebody will come back and say, hey, listen, I don't have anything to put, sir. What should I do? Put NA, finish, no problems. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine to put NA if there is nothing to write home about. That's fine. Then, have you applied to FMS Delhi before? Now, this is one question. Lots of people ask this question. Again, come back to me and say, sir, will this make a difference to my selection? No, it won't. It won't make any difference just because you applied 3 times before or 0 times before. Okay. So please go ahead and tell the truth. If they verify and they find that you were existing and you did not say it, it's not going to help you in that sense. Now I come down to the statement of purpose. We will look at statement of purpose in the next 5 minutes. Very, very important. See, frankly speaking, guys, all of us have this problem with kya karna hai. What is statement of purpose? Statement of what purpose you are doing an MBA. So the ingredients of a SOP, should ideally have, again, when I'm saying ideally, you can change this order, but ideally an ingredients of a SOP should have a past, the current, the present, and the plan for the future. What is this about the past? The past is, boss, मुझे करना क्या है? Past is, मैंने क्या किया? What did I do? What is the reason for my influence of today? Why did I reach where I reached today? In this past could be again a reiteration of some of the things that you have done in your extracurricular activities and list of academic honors, that you have been a very consistent student, a person who has taken up responsibility, person who is ready to take up kind of, more work for yourself or whatever that may be. So it need not be completely new. It could be connecting to what you have written in the previous points, as I said. The past kinds of gives us an idea of who we are at the present. Once we understand who we are at the present, then what makes you think, for example, you are working somewhere or you are in the final year of graduation. What are these that you're doing in now, which kind of influences you? The past is your strength, the present is your being, and connect it to the future. See, MBA kyun karna chahte? Don't write things like there'll be great growth, there'll be lots of money, and I have always thought about doing an MBA in life kind of things. That's bullshit. How can you be always thinking of it? Maybe you have, but I have to be believing it if you write it. When will I believe it? When there is a evidence to it, some evidence that you have done something of that sort, that okay, मुझे पता था कि मुझे MBA करना था फाइनेंस में, मैं इंजीनियरिंग ले लिया, बट फर्स्ट ईयर में NSE सर्टिफिकेशंस कर दिया, सेकंड ईयर में CFA लेवल 1 कर दिया, थर्ड ईयर में CFA लेवल 2 कर दिया. I know that I can. Or there were electives. These are the 5 electives I've taken, because of which I'm very, very clear that this is what I want to do. That's okay. That's understandable. But is that, if there's nothing of that sort, and suddenly you've woken up to your life saying that boss मुझे करना ही नहीं था, engineering नहीं करना था, degree जो कर रहा था वो you felt it waste, or you did not get the right kind of a guidance till now, and now you have realized that this is what you want, whatever it may be, I think you can come out as far as the past, present and future. So now here is what my practical inputs to you is concerned. The practical inputs to you कि करना क्या है. First, write down about all the good things about your past. It could be 1 line, 2 lines, 5 lines, 10 lines. Remember, there are 100 words to write. Understand this. There are 100 words to write, correct? If you're talking about 100 words, you are probably talking about 3 paragraphs. 4, 3, 3. I can write it as 433 paragraphs, or 433 lines. 4 lines, 40 words, or 5 lines of 40 words, 8 words a sentence, 3 and 3, something approximately like this. So for this 4 past, write whatever you want to write. Make it something like 100 words itself, and then you can press write it. Similarly, what is it that you are doing right now, currently? What is that kind of really influences you? And why you want to do an MBA? Here, part of it could be, you can talk a 1 sentence on FMS also. You can talk about what FMS will give you, which will probably not be given by most of the other institutes in the country. But that's 1 line, half a line, 2 lines max. Don't make it why FMS the biggest. So here is what I've said. 3 paragraphs. Intro of the past without too much of details, something on what has influenced you and your strengths. Current plan and what skills, knowledge you will get with an MBA. Why do you want to do an MBA right now? And with that, what will be your future plans? What is your aim? It could be an aim of becoming a CEO of, let's say, Apple tomorrow morning. I'm not saying that you want to replace Tim Cook. Fair enough, no problems. But you need to be able to justify that with the past and the present, So my simple recommendation, that last date is 31st of December. Today we are only on 26th of December. 5 days to go. Aaj ka pura din, try to expand. Don't write 100 words. Don't start with 100 words. Start with 500 words. Write whatever you want. Write whatever you want to about why you want to do an MBA. Don't let somebody else influence you. Don't look at what is it that FMS is looking for. How does it matter what is FMS looking for? What is you? They want to know you, your statement of purpose. Please understand that if there are 300 students joining FMS, all 300 will be different. They will have certain similarities, but not the same. And hence, do not worry about talking to somebody else. You can take the help of somebody to, correct it so that it is coherent, logical, and giving and exhibiting, or the SOP is exhibiting who you are. But beyond that, do not worry about what the SOP is. So write a 500-word article, or a 600-word, or 1,000-word. In fact, we keep talking about autobiography. That could be 2,000 words. This 2,000 words has to be brought into the 100-word thing, which picking up the most relevant parts of your life as such, and about the future also. Autobiography will not have the future. That is something which you can add to. Is that fine? This is what I would like you to do for ingredients of a SOP. Very, very simply, the past partially about your strengths, your weaknesses, your achievements, your goals, your influences, anything. Now you might say, sir, itna bol diya to bahut zyada ho jayega. Of course ho jayega. From these, pick up the most important ones and put it across. Similarly, the present, what are you doing? How is that current thing is influencing you for the MBA? And how FMS will change. That will happen. And lastly, the future. Ki बस करने के बाद करना क्या है 5 साल में 10 साल में 15 years में. Now you don't have to kind of exactly say it, but the goal, the path, the aim at least should be, because that's the purpose. Otherwise, why would you do it for the heck of it? You won't waste your time for the heck of it to get a job alone. You may correct, that may be correct, but please understand, everybody wants a job. Why would your job be important more than somebody else's job? So don't write something which is very, very obvious. With that, let me just take you, then upload your photographs, upload your signatures, and personal view, payment, and that's it, my friends. You do it. It's I think this is an easy thing. $1,000 is not too difficult if you are able to get the 98 plus percentile. Go ahead and do that. Probably FMS is the easier institute or a cheaper institute as compared to a lot of other institutes. It will make sense. With that, I told you, this is a very short video that I wanted to kind of do this on YouTube too. It will be available to you on YouTube. Make sure that you write to me. I would prefer your mail than a call, than a message, of course, but ideally email ID, if their email would be the right thing for you to get in touch with me if required be. But from us, all of us from Career Launcher, once again, thank you so much. Do subscribe to this channel if you have not already subscribed to the channel. A lot of things will be coming up, given that CAT 2020 is over and a lot of exams are coming up, PDP is coming up, interviews are coming up. Plus, of course, those of you are thinking of CAT 2021 and thinking early, or 2022 and thinking very early, I think this is the channel to be on. We will be giving you a lot of information which will be authenticated, authentic, and which you can base your life and your career decisions on. With that, my name is ARKS, ARKS Srinivas. I am the president and CEO of the MBA group of Career Launcher. From all of us at CL, thank you so much. Wish you all the very best.